Oh, hey guys, welcome. How is everybody today? I want to welcome you all to the BSC bench. Hello, Lee, Gary, David, Mike, Stephen. Welcome, everybody. And how is everybody doing today? I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm just building a distributor. Spent most of the day making it, turning it on the little lathe I have. I wanted something better than the POS distributor that they give you with this. Hey, Todd. If anybody wants the link, let me know. I'll put the link up for you. And he said, I'm just building a distributor right now, so or custom making one. And Fred Henry, welcome. If anybody wants the link, I'll drop the link in the chat for you. Trying to think of how to make a little vacuum advance pot on the side of this distributor. Just a little distributor that I made. You probably can't see it. There we go. Made the top for it and drilled the holes. I'm doing very good. Thank you very much, Fred. Drop the link in case somebody wants to join. Hey, Britta. So, I almost forgot to start the live today. Been so busy. Everybody's been sick in the house, and well, Dad's still got a pretty good cold. Mother-in-law's been started off with the cold, and now the wife and the mother-in-law. Well, the wife had the cold too, but they've been puking and everything else. So I had a bit of a head cold there for about a day and a half, and poof, I'm good. That's just normal. It's the way my sickness goes. Mm-hmm. My sickness usually lasts for about a day, and if it ever comes. Well, these little lights might work. It's almost time for a new set of sprue cutters. Any suggestions on something a little better than the ones from Amazon? I hear a lot of people talking about those single edge sprue cutters. I don't know if they're any good. Need something a little thinner than these things are too. These things are a good almost eighth of an inch thick. Sometimes they're a little tight getting into the into some spots. Thanks, Britta. I'm worried about all of them, but Dad's the biggest one that I got to worry about because he's so prone to getting pneumonia. So he's the one I'm really watching. He's up and about today. Yesterday, I think I saw him once out of the whole 24 hours. Yeah, I got the Camaro painted the first stage of color anyways. This is what the Camaro looks like. Real gloss black. Here's the hood for the Camaro. No worries, Fred. So yeah, I'm gonna at some point probably give the clear coat another day to completely cure, and then I'll give it a wet sand with 3000, and then I'll start doing the hyper shift, color. This is just the base color. Even though it looks damn good black. But I needed this base color down first. And I just put a single coat of clear on it just to seal the black. This way, if something happens and I have to redo the color, it's got a clear coat between it and the black. So I can sand it down a little bit and not worry about hitting the black. Scaly models, welcome. I gotta check, make sure everybody has wrenches. Todd doesn't have wrench. Well, let's give Todd a wrench. There. I got the old money pussy on today. Like my money pussy? So, try and get this distributor done so I can get that all done and dealt with. continue on with the engine. If nobody's going to come on, I may just put some music on in the background. Unfortunately, it has to be the shitty YouTube or StreamYard music, but you're welcome, Todd. No worries, Lee. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in or the way out, people, please. And thank you. And if you hit the dislike button, make sure you have the cojones to let me know. Unlike the people in some of my videos, they hit the dislike, and it's like, well, what's wrong? You don't have the balls to tell me why you don't like my video? You don't like it? Tell me why you don't like it. Don't be a coward and just hit the dislike. Yeah, I don't think they'd like to have Slipknot on there. They get demonetized pretty quick. Now, if I was allowed, I'd definitely have some sort of Metallica or, something like that. But again, pretty sure they'd frown on that and I would get demonetized. I don't need that going on. So, Metallica, Five Finger Death Punch, Europe, Boston, all the good stuff. Well, you're on the wrong website for that, Gary. You're not going to find no freaking naked Roseanne pictures in this corner. Ever. Sorry. But hey, thanks for hitting the dislike and telling me why. They don't care if people are haters. I mean, you're going to have that. I mean, even haters have to give you watch time, right? I mean, they have to watch at least enough of the video to say that they don't like it. So, even if you don't like it, hey, thanks for watching. That's how I look at it. It's still helping you no matter what. You need something that looks like a vacuum pot. I don't have enough junk parts. Well, that's good. Where did you go in Canada? Wayne Willie, nice. Thank you for coming in. I will drop the link again if somebody wants to join. I'm sorry you went to Toronto, you poor guy. It's probably one of the last places you should go. Hey, Cliff. Welcome. Would you like the link to join? I know it's further up, but I can drop it again for you. I've kind of stopped pinning it because you get a lot of idiots coming in just because they see the pinned link. So if they have to go searching for it in the comments, then they don't seem to come in as much. The engine should be dry. Painted it 20 minutes ago. And I'm going to have to drill this out. Maybe I'll get lucky and just use this. Hey, perfect. Except for the fact that that's too tall. Not bad. Perfect size distributor. Nice. That'll work good. No worries, David. Oh, it's been a week so far. You gonna go do your rec fest today? I really should download that game because I've got the PS4 as well. I wouldn't mind joining in once in a while on rec fest. Not that I've ever played it, but yeah, so about 45 minutes, give or take. What's your PS4 handle? When I go on PS4, because I watch PS4 at night. I watch YouTube and stuff on it at night, so it wouldn't take me long to punch it in, send you a friend request on the PS4. Yeah, I know. I used to listen to you guys. I'd watch it when I was in bed and watch you guys and listen to you guys play. All right, I'll punch it in and send you a friend request. So as soon as everybody's feeling good, this YouTube room isn't going to be the YouTube room anymore. Once Dad's feeling good and we can use his truck and stuff, you're going to start picking up a bunch of drywall and all that stuff to do the other, finish off the other side, because it hasn't been finished. There's no drywall outside of this room, really. And yeah, so freaking almost $1,000 worth of material to come, which means that I've got to have a bunch of videos loaded. That probably won't. Once I start, there probably won't be one live stream I won't do. I'm going to hopefully get it done within a week and a half. But yeah, I'll have to empty out this room completely and just like totally empty it out. Then turn around and I got to cut a hole through that wall to put a window in. And this is going to be the bedroom. So the bedroom's on the other side of the wall over there. And we'll empty this out, frame in the window, put that in. And then take the bed, everything from over there, put it over here, get that all set up. Then I can finish off the floor on that side, do up all the drywall. Once all the drywall and everything's up, I got a mezzanine to put up because I got a like semi-vaulted ceiling here. So we're going to put a bit of a mezzanine up for storage. Once that's done, then I can take everything that was here, it's all packed up, put it over on that side. And then I got a wall to build at the other end because it's just open over there. Build a wall, drywall that. Then I can start setting up all counters again and everything. And yeah, it's going to be quite the process. I'll probably record it, but again, I'm just going to have a bunch of videos set to go off because, well, computer and everything won't be set up, which is probably why I'll probably miss one live stream. But it's going to be a big change. 21 people watching. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit that like button for me, please. And if you can, share the live stream out, get more people knowing about it. And if you want the link, let me know. I'll drop it in the chat for you. Hey, Flying Dutchman, welcome. Sorry I missed you. Are you able to customize your cars at all on Wreckfest, Cliff? You know, like put words on the side of it or something or whatever. Hey, Jason. You're able to put words on the side, you know, maybe type in kiss my ass on the side of your car. Just Trail is Gaming, welcome. Oh, you can only put preloaded words. Hey, Jeff, welcome. I just dropped the link up there a little bit, so if you want to jump in. Blue Ridge Models, how come you don't have a wrench? Now, if there's somebody you're not subscribed to in the chat, make sure to click on their name. Go give them some love. Subscribe to their channel. Oh, it's been a rough weekend. Everybody's still sick. Except for me. I'm good now. No worries, Fred. I've heard that a few people now. Even Gilly, model tank guy, said his Facebook and everything was all screwed up. He says it's screwed up all over, and I'm like, well, mine works. So it must be just select areas and stuff like that. That was stupid. Let's try that again. I'm getting really close to 2,200 subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of you that is subscribed to me. I wouldn't have that many if it wasn't for you. And I probably wouldn't be doing this channel if it wasn't for you guys either. You know, it all started out just me doing stuff just for the hell of it to show you guys, you know, hey, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, sure, it started out as tabletop gaming stuff, but, you know, it kind of grew into doing the models instead, and that's when the channel really took off. Oh. Well, hopefully the internet's even better now. They changed the transmitter box on the dish. They figure it was probably faulty. I wasn't even running at my full capacity. Now it seems to be running good. Now, unfortunately, I can still only broadcast in 720 because I don't pay for the StreamYard, which if I did, then I could broadcast in 1080, but oh well. Life is what it is. Okay, you got that right, Fred. You can leave notes in plain sight and nobody'd ever know. What the hell does this say? They'll be reading it like they read ancient Greek or Egyptian. It'd be like hieroglyphic stuff. And Camaro looks pretty good in gloss black, Fred. I might have to do another one that's all gloss black. But I think this will look even better with that that hyper shift color. Just a hyper shift. I threw some clear on that test body. Yeah, it brought out the color a little more. It's hard to catch an angle on this camera where it's sitting. You can kind of see like the greens and stuff in there. So I think that'll look pretty good on that Camaro. I'll probably give it a wet sand tomorrow. Probably wet sand it and then in 3000, and then do that color, and then do the clear coat on it again. Oh, too fat and old to be dropping stuff on the floor. It sucks. It's hard to bend over that far. Yeah, we're supposed to get more rain tomorrow. Yay. Had enough of that crap already. At least the snow and ice is all gone. Anybody want to jump into the live? You're more than welcome to. Just let me know. I'll drop the link again, or you can try to find it in chat. Hey, Jamie G, welcome. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. Joe Barbados. I think that says. I can't read with got my glasses on. If anybody wants to jump in, I'll throw the link up there for you. You at work yet, Jamie? Well, at least you're one of the lucky ones, Jamie. You're working. Some people aren't that lucky. Well, come on. Debating if I want to put actual spark plugs in this thing or not. There's the link if anybody wants to jump in. I'm always open to getting new shop cards. There, spark plug holes are drilled. Yeah, I'm looking at designing a couple new stickers. Freshen up the look of the stickers. Oh. Well, I want a sticker, and I still don't have one yet. So I'll be emailing you. Hopefully it's quiet in here today, or at least on the stream anyways. Everybody's afraid to be seen. Well, I don't have Chevy orange, so regular orange will have to do. Well, I don't think it's just you, Britta. Nobody wants to show their face today. Have a good one, Jamie. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. No worries, Ted. I'll be here for a little while yet. Cliff will be leaving soon. He's going to go do his Rec Fest thing here in a bit. Sounds like fun, Jeff. All the more reason to jump in for a little bit. I need to upgrade my stash of styrene rod and stuff. There's things I want to do, but I can't because I don't have the proper sizes of styrene. I have like really small ones, or I've got some really big ones. And what planet are you on there, Boston? The hell are you eating? Blue Ox Model Shop. Holy hell. Welcome, Jason. Jason needs a wrench. How are you? And welcome. Thank you very much for joining. If anybody wants to join, just let me know. I'll drop the link again for you, is all. It's getting lonely over here. There you go. If somebody wants to jump in, more than welcome to. Then I don't have to sit here sounding like I'm talking to myself. Hey, Pappy. Thank you for joining.
Hey, Mark. Oh man, how are you doing? I know you dealing with sickness. Hold on a minute. I think I'm. Oh man.
Yeah, everybody's kind of in the shithole right now.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm getting a reverb back. I had my phone on. I was like, crap. Hold on. There we go. I want to jump on for a minute. I got a lot of people that have, so I know they're out there in the chat, and I was trying to work on this
Yeah.
and try and do this and try and do that. And I know Fafa just joined in, but I want to talk a minute about everybody about the senior group bill. Nothing formal has been laid out. We've announced it. Brian and I are working out all the details right now. We're working with STS Decals about trying to get a decal sheet up with just various decals. He and I know he was talking with Marcy this today, I think, about just different things that we want to put on that decal sheet. Number one is the, of course, what we've called the "kiss my ass" decal, and STS kind of got a funny. They got a chuckle out of that today, but they knew how near and dear Senior was to us, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a set, where that way you get several different decals on there. Number one, it'll have the Kiss My Ass decal, rest in peace, senior. I know that I think Phil over there at Horton's Hot Rods, he was asking about a tag in the set or a decal that would have, and I think we're going to use, I think his birth year was 56, I think 1956. So I know they're going to do something for that. There were some other things that me and Brian discussed, which was, of course, the decal, they'll say Kiss My Ass on it. I think we're going to put one in there, a couple of them, different, fonts in there, that can be put on, say, a quarter panel, maybe the rear glass, something like that. Along with, too, if you wanted to, I know Jimmy over at Mountain Dew Modeling, I know he was going to do, and we're trying to keep Senior from coming back and haunting his little ass. Instead of doing a Bill Elliott car, maybe he could do a NASCAR like he's talking about, but do it in I know Seniors, that's what me and Brian's eventually going to do. We're going to do I think he and I, when we make the formal announcement of when his group bill starts, and how to get a hold of these decal sets, because what we're going to do is we're going to make them available through STS Decals. And once we make the formal announcement of when it starts and what, really, there's not going to be anything's open, just like Jimmy's wanting to build a Bill Elliott car, which Brian and I are going to kind of do it either as a live, just he and I on the announcement, and we're going to talk about things that we have heard, not just Senior talk about, but others in the YouTube community talk about with Senior, things that he liked. Giving everybody for instance, one of the things me and Senior talked about, and I'm going to try to, give me just a minute. I'm going to try to say this and not tear up, but right after Senior was diagnosed with cancer, he and I we had a lot of conversations together. But one in general, one night, I think it was on Brian's Hangout, and we got to talking. And I asked him, I said, Senior, God forbid, when it happens or if it happens or what have you, what do you want me to bill? What do you want me to bill for you? He said, well, and I can hear it so fart tell me this right now. Well, Pappy, just go out there in your garage and get one of them 67 Chevelle kits that you got and build it, because you ain't never built one. And I was like, all right, you got it, buddy. I'll build you a 67 Chevelle Pro Street just like that. What color do you want it? Well, I know you hate spraying black, so spray it black. I'm like, okay, all right, you got it, old man. So we're going to talk. Brian and I are going to cover, little things like that. It'll just be he and I in the live that when we do announce it. But I want everybody to join in the chat. That way you can ask questions, about it. And once I know Brian, me and Jamie G was talking a while ago in the chat, and my Facebook account is still down. My Facebook and my Messenger is down, and I was dealing with STS through their Facebook page. And when it went down, I was like, oh, crap. So Brian jumped in and started. He kind of took the reins on it. He's been talking with Terry at STS about the design as far as fonts, things that we've talked about already, and trying to get those decals ready for anybody that wants to order them. You can just order them up and say, hey, I want the Kiss My Ass set, basically, or email. You can call them or you can email them. So, but that way everybody will get them. Yes, Stephen, they will ship overseas, to the UK. They will. Mm-hmm. But I trust your judgment on them, Fred and Brian. Well, I appreciate you. Hey, Ted. But I wanted to jump on here and just kind of, I'm trying to work on this open wheel modified tonight, and I've got down to I got down to putting this front end together, and I was like, crap, I'm trying to type, and I'm trying to, I'm trying to be social in this chat. So, but if anybody's got any questions in here, do what, Mark? I'm sorry.
So it's just easier to say it instead of trying to type.
It is. Yeah, it is. And I was just like, so I looked around. Vicky was in here, and I turned around. And she wasn't in here because I had my headset on, and she wasn't in here. I was like, well, hell, where did she go? So I went out there. I tried to go find her right quick. She's in the shower. So I went back there. I told her right quick, hey, I'm jumping on Mark's live stream right quick so I can discuss some of this stuff with them about the senior group bill. But I tell you, it's just been I know you were talking earlier about, about your week so far, sick and all that. And it's just, I know me and Brian's kind of been, since senior's passing, Saturday, it's just been, it's
rough, period.
It's been rough. It really has. I'll be honest. It's, I have been used to for the last, senior's been a part of my life going on 2 years now. And, we would talk. Some days we would talk, some days we wouldn't. And there's a void there now. And I know a lot of you. Man. It's just, I'll jump on a hangout or something, or I'll be watching a hangout. And I'm used to seeing him in there. And not having him, last Saturday night was really, man, it was tough on all of us, But he's gone, but that old that old fart ain't forgotten. I can guarantee you that, and he never will be. And just like Sarge said the other night, March the 2nd is going to be KMA Day. So from here on out, so.
Yeah, it just happened to be Dad's birthday too. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's man. I can relate to that because Vicky's birthday is the day. Well, I lost my mom on Vicky's birthday, but I didn't know her at the time. But when I remember our first birthday. I remember our first birthday.
Amy's birthday.
Oh wow, man! God.
February 4th.
Yeah, I tell you, that's Vicky's is May 28th, and Mom died on May the 28th of 2007. But I didn't know her then. But her first time we were together on her birthday, she could tell I was pretty disturbed about that, and she thought I wasn't having a good time. I was like, "No, I'm having a good time. I'm just sorry. I'm just still in mourning." And but it's gotten better over the years. So. Oh man, I'm sitting here. I've neglected the chat. Damn, Fafa, I did not see you sneak in here. Sorry.
That's not a problem, Fred. There was a couple of things.
First and foremost, Fafa, how's your mother?
Yeah, she's not good shape, and two of her kids are causing havoc, and one went off on her niece and her grandnephew in the hospital, and she's a trained psychotherapist. You'd think of anybody she'd know better. And my brother, I don't care if he's been in 3 different war zones times, his PTSD doesn't give him the right what he did. Told one sister, you can't say a word with. This one's here. No. If she wants to talk to her mother, God damn it, she's going to talk to her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get off that because that's
don't. But Fafa, you had her prayers, brother. That's I'll just let you know that about that.
When I asked you about that with Jamie G, I stopped and thought about it. As much as I'd like to have a set of them decals, I think Jamie should be the only one to get them. And I will pay to have Terry make them up, because that was each one of you had a different iteration or a way about going about saying it. But with Jamie in senior, it was who's going to get to it first. And I can always see.
Well, yeah, you are right, Jeff. It's like on Saturday night. If I was off eating and we were late for dinner and we came back, I was always, as soon as I'd walk in, of course, Senior would grill me. You know, well, Pappy's late because he'd been at the damn, out at the restaurant. Yeah. That'd be the next thing I'd ask. Senior, Jamie seen you yet? Nope. Kiss my ass. So.
And the more I think about it, one for you, one for Jamie, and one for Brian would be good. And the other part of it was I reached out to Jess today, and I haven't reached out to Marcy about it yet, but I talked with Ted a little bit, and Amanda is definitely on board. I'm not worried about the silhouettes, but do a Seniors Angels tribute band.
Wow.
Well, the three girls, because he loved it when they are all in his life. He was just the happiest human on earth.
Oh my God, you ain't kidding. He was just happy as pig slop.
And I was thinking a build within a build, and I don't want anybody thinking I'm trying to butt in, because I trust you and Brian's judgment fully. Although if I make it Acme this year, I have a feeling a bridge will be named in my honor after Brian saw our video. Let's just say Gary Ride to Win was, Gary's in love with this one.
Have fun at work.
As Brian said, I can't unsee that thank you ass hat. Well, good thing your messenger's down, Fred, because now you don't have to see it.
True. And on that note, Fafa, it went out yesterday. A lot of people's did. 300 and something thousand people's went out. Okay, so I got home, didn't really think that much about it afterwards. And I asked Vicky, I said, "Did your Facebook go down?" No. Well, you're lucky. Mine did. So we took it off. We took Messenger and Facebook off Facebook and Facebook Messenger off of my phone, and then reloaded it, and it still didn't come back. Well, I can never remember my passwords on that. So I've got Facebook password is not important to me. The ones that makes me money, as far as the one at work, which I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 passwords at work that make me money daily. And so I have to keep track of those. But I could care one less damn about a Facebook, password. So anyhow, make a long story short, we reloaded it twice, and it still is not coming back up. When it says, forgot your password, I click on that. Then when it says, well, we'll send you a text to your phone, which my phone is linked to Facebook. It won't send a text. I'm just like, fine, fuck it. I'm over it. So.
Well, it's like Gilly put a post up.
Yeah, no, it's something with their server that's going on. It's got nothing to do with reloading it on your phone or anything like that.
That's what I heard, Mark. It's just, but oh well, get your shit fixed and I'll come back. But if it ain't, got 2 words for you. Fuck you.
And as Gilly pointed out, I can mark myself from. Did it offend you that Facebook was down? Did you survive an hour of Facebook being down? I said, didn't bother me at all because I wasn't home. I was like, I'm pretty sure it won't bother me because guess what? I knew what life outside was.
Yeah. Well, that's funny you said that, Jeff. Our bosses come through and they said, well, did y'all know Facebook down? Yeah. Well, guess we'll get some damn work done today. That was one of those moments you just go, that's pretty good. Fuck you.
I'm just thinking of all the people out in California right now, New York, Chicago, and places like that freaking out. I'm just sitting there laughing my ass off going, damn, I wish I could watch that.
Yeah. Well, I'm with Sarge, what he said. Yeah. I'm with Sarge. I am with Sarge. This is for when the shit hits the fan. And you know, all these Gen X's and millennials, they're going to be like, well, we're taking over the world. Oh, no, you're not. Because we're going to write everything down in cursive, and we're going to use a telephone that's a payphone.
Mm.
And we'll retake the world back.
Yeah, and you know, you could a map. I don't need GPS to get from here to there. I mean,
Oh,
them big green signs have done a great
No.
job all these years.
Yeah. These little fuckers will be riding around in circles going, turn left, turn left, turn left.
Your destination is on the
I'll
left.
be there with a compass and a damn map and looking at the sun and the moon going, look at them little shits down there riding in circles.
I can still write cursive, no problem.
Oh, I can too. I can
You
too.
don't write doctor shorthand because they're like, what the bleep does that say?
Exactly.
And yeah, I think I may have to stub out of Brian's live because literally when he says, I cannot see that for the rest of my life, you asshat. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I should go south ever again. Somebody goes, did you
Oh,
send it to
dude.
Fred? I said, no, why? Because then I know the bridge will be named after Papa.
Yeah. Yeah. Sarge is right. A damn topo map. Yeah, they'd really be fucked. Topo map, compass and a protractor. Man, they really would be
Yep.
screwed. But
Yeah,
I
send
seen
them on a
Jar.
sailboat for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, send them on a sailboat for a little while.
Yeah. Joe Barbado, I see you in the chat. I'll touch base with Matthew. I got to call him sometime. I'll probably call him tomorrow, but I'll get all the intel from you. Get you a shop card out to you. Don't put the full phone number, Pappy. I tried it on the text in WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp. I tried just a regular text, and I had to leave 44 instead to get reset. Okay. All right, I'll try that.
Did you see the new version of Dark Caves? The mustache
Yeah, I
deal?
was. Yeah, I was able to see that before I got locked down. Yeah. Yeah, that was
Actually,
funny.
as a joke, and Amanda did. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
surprised he hasn't said a word about it yet.
Yeah. Well, that's why I know. Well, that's why I wanted to let everybody in here right now or tonight know that because I know me and Mark converse back and forth on Messenger, and anyhow, I figured I better let him know that my Facebook's fucked. So, let's see. That's
Yeah, I'm not sure if I
8:57.
sent anything today or not.
You did? Okay.
I just need a shop card of the post Mark Batson did. The 2 out of 3 supporters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, damn.
And I
that
see
would
you
be-
got stickers, Pappy.
I got what?
You got stickers,
Snickers.
don't you?
Oh yeah.
Stickers.
I thought you said Snickers.
You
I
have
was
to
like,
send me one.
where? I got Snickers where? I ain't got one. I ain't eat
You're
one.
gonna
I
have
ain't
to
eating them
send me
yet.
one.
And next year, if
Okay.
I do make
Send me an email, Mark, and I'll get your address. I thought I had already for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah,
and,
Right.
and
I
if
should
Brett, if I
have your
get to make
email.
you do or do not.
I'm checking.
Okay. It's anyhow, I'll tell you what it is. It's Pappy's Hot Rod. It's PAPPIS
Actually, isn't it on your-
HOTRODS.
It should be on your shop card too, isn't it?
No, I don't put my nah. I don't. Nah. You can probably find it in a few Waffle House bathrooms between here and up the East Coast.
Mini Mike, if Fred blocked you, you'd know it by now. That's all I'm saying.
I feel better knowing that, Fred. I thought you blocked me. No, I haven't blocked. I haven't blocked anybody in a while.
If he hasn't blocked me for stupid memes, you're probably doing all right. I'm just saying.
Shit, I'm telling y'all what, everybody, y'all know me. I got skin like leather. I mean, shit. It's
That's
like-
why
You
when
have
I
my
said
shop card.
Do what, Mark?
Do you have my shop card?
Well, you gonna make me pull my? I don't think
'Cause I don't even
do.
have.
No, I don't think you and I
I
have.
don't even have your.
Okay, just send me an
I
email.
don't even
We'll
have
exchange.
any
We'll do
money.
it that way. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't. I mean, it's Mark. I've known you for a while, and I've known Ajax over at Rattlecan Shenanigans. I've known him for as long as I've been on YouTube, and that's going on pretty close to 2016, almost 8 years now. But anyhow, Ajax and I have. I mean, we've talked on Hangouts. We've emailed a whole 9 yards. Been on Instagram, direct messengers like that. We just swapped shop cards this Christmas. So yeah, I'm shocked you and I have not. So
So it was
Fred,
Pappy, you said?
this
it's PAPPISHOTRODS.
Yep.
It's Pappy's Hot Rods. Pappy's with an I at gmail.com.
Fred, do you remember the Volkswagen
Pappy's,
girl?
sorry,
Will
Jeff.
it let-
Pappy's
will it
Hot
let-
Rods.
Hot Rods.
Hot Rods?
Both of them. Yeah, Hot Rods, not Rod. Not. It's plural. All of it's plural. I wonder if it'll let me put it in the chat.
Should be able
I
to.
think you can do it in the private chat part, Fred.
On
The StreamYard section.
StreamYard.
He may
Hold
not
on.
be able to.
The thing.
Hold on, let me flip it. Let me flip around here right quick. Flip my mic around too.
Oh, that's right. I sent you the video, Mark, and you were smartly didn't look at it. Let's put it to this way. This video is more disturbing than the Volkswagen girl.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got private chat. Just got to know how to fucking do it. Chat with everyone.
You
Come
sent
on.
me something, you said, Jeff?
You remember the Volkswagen girl meme you all got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was a woman bigger than that on a metal pole.
Oh,
doing
Jesus Christ. What the fuck are you sending me this shit for?
You see the crap you sent me?
That poor pole.
I'm scared to even
I'm
ask.
sending that to Dad.
I'm not
sending
playing
that to
that on here
Dad.
because I ain't getting kicked off.
Fuck's sakes.
Okay, there it is, Mark. I put it in private chat.
Fuck.
Oh, God. Now Amanda's singing Elton John songs. You play it for the other team again?
Oh, God, mighty.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool.
Now, Fred,
I'll
now I know
send you
why
an
you didn't
email with
want
an
me in the
address
closet
and everything.
hallway.
Okay.
And Cliff, my condolences to you, sir.
What happened to
Hopefully this
Cliff?
is the last time for a long time for everybody to deal with this.
What did I miss?
What time is it? Oh, my God, it's 7:19.
So Amanda, yeah, we Fred did see your mustache post, and Fred, all I could think of is seeing the picture of you with the mustache.
Mine's real. Mine's not Sharpie.
Oh Lord!
Mine's the real McCoy.
Oh Lord!
All right, I've set my fucking glasses down somewhere else. Oh, there they are. Okay.
Oh Lord! So now she's gonna have to put up the disclaimer: fake mustache rides.
Yeah. Mine's a real McCoy, though, too.
Oh Lord!
That must be through Instagram, that video. Isn't it, Jeff?
I don't know, but
Facebook.
that is so. You got to admit it's funny as hell. Disturbing but funny. That's one Brian told me. I'm surprised he didn't tell me never message him again.
Yes, he can, Joe Barbetta.
Oh
Matter of-
no! Oh God, read what Amanda just said, Fred.
Non-transferable.
Oh.
It don't matter any. Hey. Got to be happy.
And Bubba, I'll try to get your mail out to you this week.
Whoa, come here, Caliper.
So how'd the chassis go together on that, Fred?
Well, if I was a drinking man, I'd be on a hangover right now because it went together really well. The only part, let me get this caliper. The only problem I had was it right here in the rack and pinion. I had some problem with it being level, and I had to figure it out. Once I got it level, it went together really well. It's not for the faint of heart. I will tell you that.
So I may just cheat and go get the one from Herd Hobby.
Yeah. Which I hadn't. Well, I need to take this crossbar back out because I ain't got it glued in. I tell you what, I will show y'all right quick. I got the panels. Now that I had to get another quart of clear because I'd run out of clear and hardener, and I'm doing the Fleming family one, which I'm doing the red one. But let me see. Let me pull out
the real car is just a tad darker than your TS49. Not much.
well, you know me, I want everything bright ass red.
Hello, BB.
There is the
Hello, everybody.
Who the hell is BB?
Welcome.
Boston Buds.
Oh, Jesus.
hey, what's up?
Wasn't used to the
Boston,
name.
Yeah.
Speaking of Boston Buds.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
No,
Yeah.
nothing bad. Nothing bad. I got to find a name.
Is this where I get in contact with the Georgia Department of Transportation and start naming bridges again?
Nope.
Okay.
Do you know of a place called Master Hobbies in Cherry Valley, Massachusetts?
No.
No. Oh.
This guy's got a bunch of cans of the
Yeah, that Model Master stuff.
Yeah.
You always ask me that.
I'm like,
When you coming down to pick it up?
yeah. That's on a.
You can drop off the motorcycle, too. Come on.
Yeah, I'm like, that's why I'm telling you, go there and get that for me, and I'll give you the motorcycle for it.
I'll give you $80.
No, just go give me the paint, damn it. Oh, Lord.
I can't figure out how to swap this damn camera.
How many cameras you got?
So,
Just one?
Jess, you.
Just one on the back, one on the front. I'm trying to switch it to the one on the front.
I don't know.
You're trying to do it on StreamYard?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yep.
If you do, I don't think you can do it on StreamYard.
should be able
I think you got to go to your. You
Yeah,
can.
you should be able to.
Oh yeah,
go
it can
to,
because it does.
Go
Yeah.
to the gear. Go to the
Yeah.
gear, and then you'll bring
Yeah.
up your camera.
Yeah.
And
If you
should
got your
be able to
camera's
pick
name.
whatever camera you want to use.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Andy.
If it's not loading, then you might have to back out and then pick that camera so that it actually shows up in that box first before you enter the studio, and then come in.
Hey, Jess.
I'm just trying to. So, Jess, do you want me to send you that video of Gary's Dream Woman? Jess, all I got to say is get the bleach ready. Andy, your dad's confusing the hell out of me. I couldn't get a good look on that tattoo on her leg. Did you, or were you busy somewhere else? Oh, Lord, your dad's being a smart ass tonight.
Huh?
That's what your dad said to me. Hey, Jeff, I couldn't get a good look on the tattoo on her leg. Did you, or were you busy somewhere else? You can figure it. No, 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 no,
Don't
no.
don't underestimate my dad. He's got just as dirty mind as any one of us, if not worse at times.
From that comment, I believe your dad's on. He's with Gary on that one. Just disturbing in so many ways. And yes, Fred, I'm beyond help.
Welcome to my world.
I just want to know what's going to happen at Acme if Amanda shows up and you're there.
Let's see. Who was it? Nothing but a good time.
Lord. Oh God, I think even the crowd that was sitting in front of you were like, "We're just ignoring all the crazies here." Be like, "Yep."
Everybody knows I'm about half off. Oh, speaking of half off, it's 7:27 here on the East Coast, and I ain't had a bath yet. Vicky's had hers. She's in there relaxing, and I think I'm going to go in here and join her. Bubba's Model Car Shop. Hey, Pappy, if you have problems with the decals for the Fleming car, let me know. I have extra set. Okay, appreciate it.
Oh, Fred, read what Amanda just said to you.
Fred could rock a mullet.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the blonde bomber would be crazy with you about a mullet.
Actually, I had one. I actually had one.
Costumes
God, I hope there's probably some floating around somewhere. I actually had a, shit, what's his name? Achy Breaky Heart.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, Billy gave virus. I actually had one like his, and I had the curls in the back. It was, business in the front, party in the back. So, yeah, I was, yeah.
I'm just imagining it in my head now, going that. What? I just can't see Fred do it. Maybe in school, but I'm like,
pretty close, Mark.
No,
pretty close. And that was about the time I was really going salt and pepper color hair. Whew, God mighty. No, man, she's not seen that. I don't think pics or it didn't happen. Oh God, I think I burned those pics, to be honest, but it did happen. Yeah, it's not. Let's just say ice picks and eye gouges won't take that out of your head.
Before I forget, why Fred's still here, Marcy, I talked with Amanda and Jess, and Fred thinks it's a great idea. I'm pretty sure Brian will as well. The three of you girls build a van that says Seniors Angels. I just think it'd be fitting for them three.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It's kind of a bill, and somebody said March 2nd would be the perfect unveiling day for that. But that's not my decision. I'll leave that to the experts.
Yeah, but for those of you that just have joined, because I'm fixing to duck off out of here in a minute. I'm fixing to go here and grab me some recliner time before 0400 in the morning. But those of you that's in the chat, and I know, but Brian and I are we're gonna make the announcement. We're not going to say when, but it's not going to be tonight. It's not going to be tomorrow night. It's not. We want to give it a little time for the shock and awe to wear off for all of us, and mourn our friend Terry Thacker, and then we're going to make the announcement for the group bill soon. Then we'll make the announcement once we got something formalized on the decal sheet that's going to be available through STS Decals. And we're going to do kind of a little live between me and Brian. And we're going to let everybody that's, that hangs out with us on Saturday nights, those of you that hung out with me on Friday nights, y'all get in the chat. We're going to talk about things that, that he liked. I know there was, Mountain Dew, Jimmy at Mountain Dew Modeling was going to build that Bill Elliott car. So to keep from Senior coming back and haunting his ass, I know a Senior was very, very fond of Rusty Wallace. He shared some cool stories back when he was years ago around Rusty. And I got to thinking, I tried to think what back during that time, I think Rusty was driving Miller High Life, or the Miller car. And if I remember correctly, Rusty's car when he drove from Miller was 27, I think. I'll have to research that. I'm going to talk to Brian again in the morning. I know he's already in the bed right now. But I'll talk to Brian again in the morning. And part of that decal sheet might be a number 27, just kind of. That was something that Senior really liked, was Rusty. And because I know it'd be a cold day in hell for if I put a number 9 on that sheet, even if I turn that 9 into a 6, he's going to come back and haunt me.
And you're right, Fred. It was a black Pontiac Miller Genuine Draft. That's when he was Raymond Beetle. Well, I think it was Raymond Beatles. Then he went to Penske. After that, we had 2 General.
Yeah, then he went to a 2. So it might be either, but I know he was very fond of Rusty. He told me some cool stories, or told all of us some cool stories about sitting, chatting with Rusty. He said he was easy to talk with. He was always available out in the pits and stuff like that.
He got that funny voice, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's correct on that. Rusty Wallace was at I think Rockingham, and people tried to shoot him away, and he said, "I'm not leaving here until every person who wants my autograph gets it."
Yep. Mm-hmm. That was
number
another
2, baby. Number 2.
Yep, number 2. I couldn't. Damn, my memory ain't too bad, is it, Boston? I did burn a few.
For what I want to do, I'm probably going to have to take those decals and scan them and enlarge bits and pieces of it and add to it, and then print them out on my own decal sheet.
Yeah.
Because I want to build a full transport trailer in my shop truck colors, and then over top of the colors, I want to have Senior there, and then tribute to the date he was born to the day he died, and then big kiss my ass right across the side of the trailer.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's what I want to do. But to do that, I mean, the decals that you guys are talking about, I mean, they'd be lost on the side of the trailer, so I'm going to have to rescale things, and I don't want Terry. STS Terry to make a special set of decals just for me, I'll have to modify them myself to be big enough on a 53-foot trailer.
Right. Oh my! But anyhow, I wanted to come on here tonight and kind of put some clarity across it and really turn this into something special. I know when we were down in Jacksonville at JacksCon, me and Tom White was talking, and Tom and I knew that, it was going to be inevitable pretty soon that, Terry wouldn't be with us. And me and Tom we were sitting there, and he said, it'd be cool if we could have done this for him while he was, could enjoy it. And I said, yeah. I said it would. It really, I wish we would have gotten more, got the legwork done on it. But
now he can haunt us and watch us frantically build them.
You are so right.
He'll be whispering in our ears, "That's not how it's supposed to be."
He'll be hiding parts.
Before I get off, I don't know. I can't remember what morning it was. Might have been Monday. What is today? Wednesday? Yeah. Monday morning,
Yep.
I had Judy sent me a picture of his 69 Camaro that he did. It said Thacker's Garage and Terry's Toy. And oh my God, I seen that, and Brian, I'm going to work. Here it is 04:30, and I'm headed to work. Brian's already out on the road. He called me. He said, "Did Judy send you a picture of a senior's car?" I said, "Yeah." Oh my God. And Brian was just like, "Dude, I want to build that." And I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna let you do it too, bro, because if I don't build a 67 black Chevelle, he's once you get that done, maybe I'll join you and do a 69 myself." So
Hey, before
I
you
see
leave, Mark,
somebody
could you-
put a post up. I see somebody put a post up about that, making it sound they were the special one, that they got this picture and blah blah blah.
yeah,
Y'all know who I'm
I-
talking about.
not really, I don't. But
Ohio.
oh, okay.
One
I got
armor.
you. Oh, okay. Gary, Ride to
Made a
Win.
big-
Yes.
Made a big post on Facebook or on YouTube about it.
Oh, okay.
Fred, do you have a late '90s Pontiac Grand Prix NASCAR kit? If not, let me know. I will.
Oh
get
my
you.
God, Fafa, you're not going to believe. Yes, I do. And guess what? I've got two of them. I've got the Richard Petty '90s. Let me tell you, golly, I ain't never gonna get off here. I ain't even gonna get a bath tonight. Probably I have to go in there and sleep smell like a hog.
SpongeBob.
I know. Yesterday when I was at work, had a buddy of mine come up and he said, Fred said, I went out to
Later,
a
Cliff.
flea market this weekend. See you, Sarge. He said, I went to a flea market this weekend and a lady was selling some vintage NASCAR kits. I went ahead and bought them. I said, well, what do I owe you? Because I know he bought them for me. And he said, you don't owe me a thing. Just bring me a biscuit Friday morning, because I always pick up biscuits for our guys in the shop. And anyhow, he said, you just bring me one of them delicious-looking biscuits you buy every Friday. I'm like, you got it, buddy. I said, I'll buy you a couple of them. So anyhow, he come in this morning, but it was raining down here all day, and I was like, man, I don't want to go to work today. I almost laid out, and then this morning about 3:30, an alarm clock went off. I was like, nah, hell no, man. If I was on death's doorstep, I'd come in, because I knew my buddy Neil was going to bring me those model kits. Well, guess what it was, Fafa? One of them was a Bill Elliott Thunder Chicken. The other was a Richard. It was one of those. It was the AMT Ertl 90s Richard Petty Grand Prix. So I've got two. I've got four. I've got four of the Thunder Chickens. I've got two of the Grand Prix out there. So yeah, I am not heavy. I'm fat on.
All right.
I'm fat on a Grand Prix right now.
Can you see the
Oh shit! Yeah. Wow.
Mike's decals? Let me know if you want them, and I'll go order them right now.
I want to. I want to copy
Wow.
those. My favorite driver is 27.
Wow. Man, you know what's going through my little evil head too, don't you?
I'm still want to
you,
see
Jeff?
Senior Elliott on one of them.
I'd build that. I'd build that before I build a Bill Elliott one right now. Because
Oh,
I
I
guarantee
hear
you already. Well, I can't say.
Oh, I'd be catching El Senior the rest of my life.
Oh my goodness.
Put
Anywho,
those on your Pro Street, Pappy. That would look
Hey,
good.
Redmond.
isn't that the truth, Bob?
With a big cougar on the hood. Oh, God, I can't believe I quoted Ricky Bobby.
Oh shit, man. Anywho, I'm gonna jump off here, guys. I appreciate it. I enjoyed it, Mark. Hope everybody.
Night, Pappy.
Thanks for stopping.
Y'all have a
in,
great
Pappy.
rest of the evening. Everybody in the chat, have a great evening. Great seeing everybody again. We'll do this the same
I'll
bat
send
channel,
you-
same bat time.
Yeah, I'll send you an email.
Probably Jonathan's. So,
Fred, Bob's tomorrow night, I believe. He's
oh yeah, Bob's tomorrow night. So, That's right. What? Yeah, because I'm still thinking today's
Yes.
Monday again. Oh, Lordy. Anywho. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Five, good to see you. Bob,
All right.
Boss and Buds,
Night,
you
night,
take
Pappy.
care.
You
All
too,
right, later,
Pappy.
Fred.
Night.
Night, Fred.
See y'all.
So which kid did you steal the phone from, JR?
Youngest.
So if you still want to rent an SUV to go down to Acme, you got to do it. And all I got to say is sit in the passenger seat because it's going to take us about 20 hours of nonstop driving, other than urine stops.
Hang it out the window.
And I also got to get a smoke break.
Are you kidding?
Mhm.
If I'm in a car and he undoes his fly, he's gonna get punched.
So yeah, I definitely think the three girls doing. I know Just talked about wanting to do a silhouette. How would they do that? Well, they could do it, but it wouldn't be easy. But I think the lettering itself would be in it. And I know your closeness, Marcy, and Jess, especially with Terry. It would be fitting for you three. I'd love to get a fourth person, Linda, in there too. And trust me, I've tried to find every goddamn pink band I can find on eBay today for this reason. Oh Lord, I can imagine now. Every one of you doing a pink band with Seniors Angels going, you freaking asshole, Jeff.
You can always do a pink van with shag fur carpet on both sides. Leave the
Well, you
roof.
look at Senior towards the end. He had this long hippie hair, so you know he was a band kind of guy back in the day. Well, you know the sad part, Marcy, that guy up in Michigan who wouldn't sell you the band, he's got it on eBay for sale right now. I'm like, yeah, Marcy. That's all right. I haven't told Jess this yet, but we came up with a secret name for her new her snail van. The more I think about it after hearing Brian talk, it'd be pinup snail. Douche canoe. I haven't heard that saying in a long time. Well, I am kind of glad, JR, you survived trying to tell your wife what to do.
Trying to tell her what?
When you told her, tried to tell her, freaking just send him the money or PayPal him, you're like, I'm like, yeah, it was nice knowing you.
Oh. Yeah, I don't do that too much.
Smart man. That's why you get to live a little longer. Growing up, my family, we didn't fear our father getting a hold of us. It was our mother. I'm like,
You know, always paint it.
I've been just busy looking after everybody here.
I know that. I understand that. And trust me, if you see the text I was getting today and the crap like two of their kids are trying to pull, I'm like, yeah. Good thing I'm not Kansas City because small white lads like me don't survive in big prison places out there.
Yeah, my surf shark should be here tomorrow for the Terry's build.
I'm just so can't figure out what I want to build. It's I finally decided on the 27 Model T. Only thing I could wish I could find is a diamond and put on the rear of it. with Fred's favorite saying.
I got a bunch of them. Of the zirconias, zircons, whatever you want to call them. In fact, I just dropped them.
It'd only be better if it was an actual goat's butt.
I don't know where they went. There.
It's at the very top of the thing, Kevin. I mean, sorry, Kevin. CJ. He's needing the link, Mark, to get in. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Dart needs the link.
I haven't been posting it because I find if you don't post it, then you don't get as many idiots coming in because they look for it right at the top. If they have to go looking for it in the chat, they don't bother.
Yeah, Dart Cave's looking for it.
Yeah. Anybody that wants it, I'll post it in.
There's way too much intricate decal work for that crap. Okay, Amanda, you're on your own. I'm out of here. Can you show that again, JR?
Can I what?
Can you show that? What you just showed? Put it up, Mark. Put it up on big screen and do it. Oh!
Yeah, hang on. Man, that's a lot of decal work.
Oh no, the body is already painted.
Oh, is it?
I didn't do any of that. I just added the polystyrene
good
details.
so far.
Thank you. Yeah, it's about done.
Man, that's
Ready
a
for
lot
sanding.
of detail work.
Joe's Dart doesn't have a wrench.
Gonna
Good.
sand it all
I
down
see
and
that.
redo it.
I'm sure I did
Dart
one
had
once before.
if Dart had a wrench, me and Amanda would be thrown out by now.
Sorry to throw it at you.
Come on. You could have met the second iteration of your Luigi hat. I'm like, Dart ain't even commented on it. I don't know if he's mad or really mad.
No, I don't put that on my that kind of stuff on my social media.
I'm just sitting here going, how'd you get it?
I mean, I'm good with the joke. Y'all can joke. I don't put it on my page.
Yeah, understandable. And look at that, he's growing a Fu Manchu, or what do they call that? Goatee.
You'll get the meaning of it later.
I'll show you. You gotta check this out.
I take it you're doing it on or somebody. That's a good thing. I understand that.
There'll be a video coming out soon.
When I first got this thing, the whole reason behind it was for a toy for the cats.
Was that a squirrel?
Oh, and thanks everybody that was hollering in the chat. Let him in.
It's a remote control chipmunk.
All right.
My dog
It just sits on
that.
top. You just tie it to the car and it drives around.
I could have used that when I was married.
AJR, put the blunt down and step away from the bench.
I could imagine my ex-wife, come kill it, not knowing what the fuck it is.
The cats love it.
Bet my dog would.
And now I get to play with it too. Win-win.
Seeing how we got JR, seeing how we finally got JR on screen, when are we going to get Kevin Smith to finally get up here? Just saying. And just so you're all
Kevin Smith doesn't like me. He wouldn't come up here.
He doesn't like anybody. All I got to say is Bob's just waiting for the right comment to snipe one of you people. That's all I'm saying.
That scared shit out of me.
When Bob's that intense looking at the chat going, oh crap, I'm about to get sniped.
No, I'm actually just sitting there playing with the fidget spinner.
Well, if a plane ever gets taken out by one of them, I know what happened, Bob. All right,
tomorrow night I got to take the bench down because they're coming Friday to start working on the walls. So I got to take the bench down tomorrow night, so I can't really start anything. And I got my F-22. I got it finished yesterday.
Now, when you build one of them in Senior's honor, you need to put your kiss my ass on the arsenal. Just, I think that would be the most fitting way to do it, Bob, for you.
This is what I'm gonna do for
Yeah,
Charlie.
you gotta
D-Day group.
you put the name the bomb on it like they do with some of the bomber planes.
Yep.
Sky Raider in Vietnam that dropped a toilet over North Vietnam, like that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
The toilet bomber.
All right, guys, I'm going to hop out. I've got to eat, and I don't want to eat on camera or I'll catch hell from Marcy.
Oh, then do it.
Yeah, we don't want to hear you smacking your friggin' egg rolls.
Hey, and by the way, Dart, you're an asshole. That's 6 of us that have gone out and bought bologna now. You know that, right?
I ain't had bologna in the house in over a year, so that's not my problem. Y'all the one that made the joke. I'm just saying, it's y'all's fault. No. Don't blame me. Don't blame me for your mistakes.
No, Fred had a big hand in that, but I ain't gonna use no government cheese, damn it.
You can.
Government cheese was good. It was good stuff.
I had enough of that as a kid.
Big old block of bag cheese, government cheese. Yeah, that stuff was good. Made awesome grilled cheese sandwiches.
There's somebody out there right now. They're making fun of poor people. No, we are poor people.
I grew up.
Somebody gave me a photo the other day, and I shared it with Jess. It says, "Woman's going to yell." It's a cat with the woman meme. It says, "I'm going to be rich." No, your husband builds model cars. It's like freaking hilarious.
I grew up on a farm. That's all we had was government cheese. Raw milk from the cow, straight from the cow.
People today couldn't drink. 90% of them can't drink raw milk.
It's actually illegal
that's
here.
That's milk too.
People still do it.
It's illegal.
It's actually illegal here.
Yeah,
it's illegal to sell. Yeah.
No, it's actually illegal. You're not allowed, if you're selling to the government, you're not allowed to actually take milk out of the unpasteurized milk. If they catch you drinking it, you can actually get in trouble. You can get a fine.
Well, it's not my fault you live in a socialist country. We drink it here.
Only if it's a dairy farm. Like if you had, like, say, a hobby farm, you had a couple of cows that you milk, yeah, no problem. But you can't take from the unpasteurized from the government.
Yeah, you can't.
And you
can't sell it.
You also get a fine. You get a fine if you say your quota is 80,000 liters, but you produce 85,000 liters. You actually get a fine for that $5,000.
Yeah.
And they dump it out.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to hop off here.
Ourselves. Yeah, one thing you did every morning was you smell the milk to make sure it didn't smell like garlic, and then you would shake it up before you put it on your Cheerios because the cream would separate and it'd be lumpy.
Yeah.
Hold on. If Marcy and Jess are here.
Jess is at work. She said she was going to work.
Seniors Angels, nice.
Amanda just did that. Yep. You seeing that, Marcy?
Hang on, Jeff. I'll put you up on big screen there.
All right. Oh, come
And it
on,
went
turn
away.
on.
Yeah, that'd be cool on a van
Yep.
for sure.
So I'll download it and send it to Marcy.
Are those the girls that go get you Chinese food, Jeff?
Nope.
Bad for
They're
you.
actually all going out tomorrow night, and I'm gonna get a bunch of egg rolls.
We could always do a ZZ Top transport trailer, and then sub in Senior's face in one of them. He had the beard for it. So you'd have all the ZZ Top guys, but you take one guy's face off, you put Senior's face in there. Or
If
what
you
the
can
hell is
think it,
that?
build it. Do it up, Mark.
What the hell is that show that he kept getting called as the Bushman or whatever? Those guys that were out in the bush with the yeah, Duck Dynasty, that's it. He was always getting called one of the Duck Dynasty guys. Oh. You look bored, Bob.
Well, they're coming tomorrow, Friday, to start the construction, so I can't start anything. And then tomorrow night after the live, I got to tear my workbench down.
Are they coming to take you away?
No, they're coming to this wall. They're going to rip all the drywall out and redo it on Friday. This wall behind me. Our gutter
I'm
was
hoping
broken,
next
and the
week
water
that-
poured into the windows. The drywall.
I'm
Making more
hoping
room,
next week
Bob,
we
or
can go
just
get all
redoing
the
it?
stuff we need to.
It's being redone. Last fall, the gutter broke 2 stories up, and all the water came down in through this window and ruined the drywall below the window. So they got to cut all that out
Start
and put
over.
new drywall in, and they're gonna spray foam the whole
You on a
house.
hard time, Dart?
Well, now's a good time to knock out a wall or two and expand, make you some more room.
Well, it would be great, but I live in a historic district.
I don't want you doing that. Okay.
You can't even paint the fence a different color or anything without the landmark commission approval.
Yeah, we got a place here in town called Fort King. It's the main part, or well, not anymore. It's not the main part, but at one time it was the only road through. It's where all the railroad guys and everybody that had any money built all their houses. And it's the same way down there. They can do a lot on the inside, like they made them. Most of those houses were real big houses, but the outside has to look the same. Can only be a certain color, and yeah.
Yeah, this house is about 160 years old, so it's got
Been around.
the real wood clapboard siding on it, and it's got the standing metal seam roof, and it did have originally had the round copper gutters, which they wanted us to put back on, and it's like, man, it costs as much as the house does.
Exactly.
Round copper guttering up, so they let us put the regular guttering up. But yeah, we had to paint it to the approved color, even though the original house was green, and when they peeled it off and found the original color, they made us paint it this pissy yellow with green shutters.
That makes sense.
The house was never
That's why.
built.
That's why I live way out in the bush.
Yeah, because it's all a historic district, so the landmark commission has to approve.
Yeah, you can own the house, but they can tell you what to do with it.
We wanted to redo our garage, which was behind. It's not even on the street, which was an old carriage house. So it's only like 15 feet deep.
Yeah.
Of course, your car doesn't fit in there. Oh, my Escort, my 280Z would fit in there. But like when I had my 77 Trans Am, I had to leave the door open because it stuck out. Like if you put the front bumper on the wall, the back bumper stuck out like 6 inches. and they won't let us take it down and make a fair one, even though
It's crazy. Yep, you own the house, but they tell you what to do with it.
Zoning laws.
That's why.
well,
That's why I live in the bush. Nobody can tell me what to fucking do.
Well, it wasn't a national historic zone when we moved in. It was after we moved in that they did that. But same thing. We can do whatever we want to the inside of it. We just can't alter the outer appearance.
Yeah.
Even though the outer appearance is asphalt siding that was probably put on in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, like I said, that Fort King Street, a lot of the houses were dilapidated, and then people came in and fixed them up, but they turned them into bed and breakfast type things, you know. So they got it used to be a 6-bedroom house is now an 8-bedroom rental.
Yeah, that's what all the ones around here are too. The two houses on right next to me are one's a brick and one's a wood Victorian house, and they're both same thing. They've been turned into bed and breakfast. I don't even know where that picture's at. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, there could be worse things than like too. You could get suckered into an HOA community. Some of those things can be vicious.
Yeah.
You'll wish
you
wish
have
you
so many
never bought the
cars. Your
house.
grass can only be so high. Yeah, them some of those HOAs get carried away.
Ridiculous, yeah.
The closest we got where I'm at is the county, which is a good thing because if the county's coming out telling you to clean up your junk, it's probably in pretty bad shape. You know, I could have a car sitting out here, a Jeep or whatever, and be on blocks, and they wouldn't care as long as there wasn't, garbage slung all over the place and, possums living in it. If I was working on it, so be it. But if there's a guy that's down the street from us and he's got, I don't know what it is. It's just a big pile of scrap and junk out there, and it's been there for over a year. And it's a big pile, like a 40-yard container pile of just junk. And I didn't do it because I don't call like that. But somebody called on him and called the county, and they came out there and they gave him 30 days to get it cleaned up.
Even like our dust to dawn light, we had to put one out that looks like a gas light. It couldn't look like just a regular dust to dawn light. It had to look like one of the old gas lights. Even though there was never one there until we put one in.
Right. Goes with the theme.
It's just a pain. Well, this town never even had gas lights. They didn't have gas until like 1957 or 1958 in the city. But they made us put on one that looks like a gas light.
I'll never live in the city again.
So we got a bunch of the shit don't stink preppy yuppie type people in that run the land commission, and they want to make the town look the way they want it looking, not the way it actually looks. Make it more touristy, more attractive to the
Make
tourists.
it look the way they think it should look, not the way it really looks.
Yeah. Everything looks nice. I can't complain about that. It's 1857. I mean, when it was 1857, most of the stuff was farm.
In 1857, the only people that didn't live on a farm were people that worked for the railroad or a mine company or something like that. Everybody else had to grow their own stuff. I'm going to spray my Alclad copper for the first time. I've never sprayed it.
Spray's pretty good.
I put down the what is it,
Yeah.
302 or 306 gray primer that they asked for. And see how it comes out. Hopefully I don't screw it up.
I used it on the copper cladding on the Cuddy Sark,
Okay.
and it worked. It turned out pretty nice.
Sweet. Did you use that primer that they recommended? Their 302 or
No,
whatever it's called? 306.
I just used the Mr. Hobby Surfacer primer.
I picked up, I was at Hobby Lobby today and picked up another can of that.
Well, Dart, I'm growing up and I only buy them 2 at a time. I never buy 4 at once.
But I do find
Well,
though that it's got to be the last. It's got to be the last thing you do though, because you don't want to handle it too much.
Okay.
I found that because I sprayed the hull, the copper cladding on the hull, and then I started building more of the ship. The more I handled it, the more I had to go back and touch it up afterwards because it would kind of
Did you
rub
clear
off.
coat it? Would clear coating help make a difference, I wonder?
I tried the clear coat and I found that it dulled it right out.
Okay.
It turned it more into like a coppery brown color. I didn't like it, so I ended up respraying it afterwards.
Right, because I'm using it on this motorcycle build. Basically on the motor, where the top end of the motor is, where all the injectors are and everything's kind of in the intakes kind of there. I'm going to spray it with the copper and then go back with some black, flat black or black, and give it some detail that way. But most of it's going to be copper. So thank you. It's duly noted. I'll make sure not to handle it.
Yeah. I mean, it'll take some handling, but you don't want to handle it too much.
Okay.
Because then it will start to rub. It rubs it off. Now, maybe my issue was because I didn't use the primer they suggested, but I just found that it started to rub off, almost like it didn't stick to the primer.
Okay. Well, I'm using what they say, so maybe that will
maybe
make a difference. But
yeah,
but still duly noted, because
definitely
once I get it detail painted and put onto the motor, I ain't trying to touch it up with an airbrush for sure. Oh, Bob, that's where you live?
Yeah.
That's the area you
Sweet,
live?
Bob.
Beautiful area.
That looks like the town in Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
My house is the one with this one in the middle of the screen. That one's my house right there.
Sweet.
Okay,
Right there.
The corner lot?
Which was it?
No, right behind it. Right
was
behind
the farmhouse. All the other houses came later. All the other houses and stuff came later.
Makes me think of Vermont.
The whole area is all one just giant historic district.
I can see why. It's a beautiful looking town.
Yeah.
Great time of year to take a pic too.
I get a kick of the housing around here. It's like an old port town, military port town, right? And it's now a tourist town, but so many of the houses are freaking like a pastel yellow or bright yellow, and I'm like, oh my god, do people like actually like these colors, and they're actually painting their houses this color? We don't have there's no HOA or anything around here or anything like that, right? But it's an old port town, we still have like the big cannons and stuff in certain areas, in the forts, a couple forts still in along the water. because the town used to have almost 30 docks. We're down to like 3, but I mean that was back in the late 1800s that there was that many docks.
I can't brag about shit here. All we got's meth heads and a casino.
I ain't far from you, Dart. There ain't a whole lot going on here in this little town I live in either.
The
Everybody's
town
like,
that's
"Why are
here,
you a hermit?"
it has the town that's here. It has the Algonquin Hotel, and like it's a pretty famous hotel, but it's a freaking mansion castle type thing.
Shit.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a house about three blocks away from here that the guy's got in a big argument with the landmark commissions. It's a brick house, so they painted the entire thing gloss black.
Oh, Jesus. That pissed him off.
Oh yeah. And it's still black to this day because you can't get that black off the brick. He painted it with enamel, black enamel. They tried painting it over a couple of times before, and it peeled right off, right back to black paint.
Now, you ain't getting
See
that
if
off.
I can share this.
Nope, it's embedded into the brick. It ain't going nowhere.
Can't be dropping that off at the Purple Pond to fix your screw up.
This is only half of the hotel.
Wow. And where's this?
They're like
Nice.
This is in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. It's called the Algonquin Hotel. Now going towards the back behind it over here, there's a whole nother wing, and then back behind, say behind the camera, there's like another 2 wings over there, just about the same size.
Wow.
That looks very similar to our Mount Washington hotel.
Yeah.
In the White
Well,
Mountain
it's called
National
the
Forest.
Algonquin. Yeah, it's
Beautiful
called the Algonquin Hotel.
German architecture.
Actually,
Has
here,
anybody ever
this
been to the
picture.
Biltmore
I'll
in Carolina?
Yep.
Yeah, that place is beautiful.
I'll show you. Let's see. I'll share this one instead. This will show you a lot more of it.
Yeah, it reminds me of all those resorts up in the Adirondacks.
Yeah.
They're in New York, a lot of those resorts.
Not a good picture. Not a good picture, but where my arrow is where the camera was sitting. Right about here somewhere. So as you can see behind, there's another piece here and another big wing over here. And then this whole wing over here. And then there's the all these houses down here are the what do you call them? Like the workers' quarters kind of thing. That's where they all stay. And then there's the tennis courts and the swimming pools, and yeah, like it's a huge place. But that's been around, oh God, I don't know. Probably somewhere in the 1800s.
Not you guys.
It reminds me a lot of those upstate New York Adirondack resorts.
Yeah.
where all the rich people from downstate New York would go for their summer vacations.
I tell you, my dad's gonna start freaking handing out ass whoopings here. People keep calling him Mister.
How's the old guy doing?
he's got a pretty good cold right now, but he's doing pretty good.
You
He's
sound
in
better.
chat right now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Yeah.
You sound
Dad's
like
in chat right
you
now.
made a
But,
good recovery out of it, Mark.
oh yeah, I don't get sick very often. Like, it's rare for me to get sick. I had a bit of a stuffed up head cold kind of thing, bit of a chest cold, lasted for about a day and a half, and that's it. Done. Gone. Now, the wife, on the other hand, and the mother-in-law, and now dad, they still pretty sick as far as the chest and head cold. The wife and the mother-in-law, they've been throwing up sick for the past 2 days.
Yeah. That's no fun.
Yeah. Yeah. People don't like it because I rarely get sick. I even more rare, go to the hospital or a doctor. There's got to be something seriously wrong with me if I'm going to the doctors. Like, to the point that, I've got an arm hanging off by 2 tendons type thing. Then I'll think about going to the doctor. Other than that, yeah, I don't. When I do get sick, it doesn't last very long. I start pounding back the oranges and the orange juice, and that's it. That's all done.
Yeah, vitamin C does a good job. Especially if you can get it in time.
Yeah. Well, that's normally what happens is we normally always have orange juice here and oranges, but as soon as I feel that slight little tickle in the throat, like you're trying to get a chest cold or something like that, or a slight cough, that's it. For 2 days straight, I start pounding back oranges and orange juice and everything, and it usually doesn't develop into anything. But this time I didn't have any, so. But with Dad, he's so prone to pneumonia, and being 74 years old, he's the one I'm really watching. Because he's so damn stubborn at times, Dad, that he doesn't like to go to the doctors either at his age, and he lets things go for too long. Next thing you know, he's in the hospital for 2 weeks with severe pneumonia and everything else, kind of like he did when he was trying to move out here.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Oh, I got a bit of a head cold. Well, stay home and get it dealt with. No, what's he do? He hits the freaking road, and he made it. He started driving, and he made it to the next province. Well, halfway through the next province over. Where he made it to should only be about 6.5, 7 hour drive. It took him 5 days because he kept stopping, sleeping on the side of the road. It finally got to the point where he got some medicine, like cough syrup and stuff, and he turned around, started heading back home to Edmonton, made it a quarter of the way through that province because he barely made it through halfway through the province, and put the truck, he was driving a little Dodge Dakota, and he was towing an old 26-foot holiday trailer that we converted into just a regular trailer, and it was fully loaded. He ended up passing out, going through a freaking ditch in a farmer's field, and he finally stopped and called my sister. My sister and her boyfriend went out to where he was, picked up the truck, brought him into the hospital. He was there, I don't know, probably a week or so, and then finished getting better at home. Then he drove back out. That's how stubborn Dad can be.
Sounds like you're
But
two peas
now
in a
he's
pod.
Now he's out here, and it's like I look after him all the time and kind of thing. Go check up on him all the time. There's been a couple of times he was sick there, or a real bad headache because he gets bad migraines. Don't see him for a day and a half. But he's out in the shop, right? Because we built the shop, and his bedroom's out there. So I'll go out there. I'll make sure his fireplace is still going. Let his dog out. Look at him, make sure he's still breathing. Let him sleep if he happens to move or wake up or something while I'm out there. See if he needs anything. And that's the way it's been for the last day or so here. That's go out, see if he needs anything. And just keep an eye on him.
Where it looks like he's focusing on matching off his hood.
Holy bright aluminum, Batman. That's the L-clad bright aluminum, and I'm here to tell you, it's bright. It almost looks like chrome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does.
Is bright. Definitely going to be hitting that with some panel liner to cool that down just a little bit.
Yeah. Don't clear coat it, though. It will turn into aluminum. It'll dull it. It'll dull it. Actually, it might make it look better, in a sense, because it might turn it into more of a cast aluminum look.
Right.
Instead of a polished aluminum.
I got the dull aluminum from them, and I thought about it, but I'm like, nah, I want to do the shiny because I plan on doing like part of the block. I'll do black. The valve cover is going to have black stuff, and I'm going to have with the copper that's coming on for the side for the injectors and stuff. I just, of course, once it's in there, you're not going to really be able to see it that much anyway. But
no.
Yeah.
I did the same thing on mine. I did the bright aluminum from AK, and it was damn near chrome. And by the time I was done with the bike and putting all the colors and the pipes and everything on it, I mean, you could hardly see it.
Yeah, you can't hardly see it now.
Why so quiet, Dart?
Concentrate.
Lay down straight tape lines.
Pretty much. Making a bed
It's
cover.
in the easy bake oven now.
No, a bed cover. A leather bed cover.
Yep. Well, not leather, but vinyl.
Yeah, same difference.
Yeah. Yep.
That'll look good. Oops. Did I do that? Did I kick you out?
I'm here.
You went away and now you're back.
Probably my internet.
You went away for a second. Yeah. Dawn's garage. Why is Dawn here? Oh, he is there. Hey, Dawn. If you want to join, you're more than welcome to.
Dawn.
I'll throw the link in there for you. No, I think this orange block, aluminum cylinder heads, the blue anodized valve covers and stuff, that's all going to look good in that gloss black housing. Yeah. Is it going to focus on it? There we go.
Yeah.
I think that'll look good in a black engine compartment.
Yeah. Pop.
Black engine compartment, and then that hyper shift paint job on it.
That hypershift is cool stuff, man.
Yeah. I went and picked up a bottle of that freaking Missions Models paint. I picked up, what the hell's the name of it? Iridescent Plum Purple.
Cool. I was thinking we used to
And
them
I
as
started
black.
looking at it. Yeah, I started looking at it going, son of a bitch, it's goddamn acrylic crap. So now I don't know if I want to use it.
I've only used their black, but I like it. I got both the flat and the gloss black. You know, and I like it.
Yeah, this one's kind of like a pearl, a plum crazy pearl purple. So I'll probably still try it, but I really hate freaking acrylic paint. And hopefully it doesn't need to go over a gloss black base.
Every one of the chromes I've messed with have.
Most of them have to be over a gloss to get that shine, that mirror shine. But
Well,
you could do it over flat.
Well, I'm
Nothing
hoping
wrong
it doesn't
with
have to
going
go
over
over
flat.
black at all, is what I mean. Like, hopefully I don't have to paint things black to be able to use that color.
Oh,
Hopefully
yeah.
primer and paint. Yeah. But most likely
Always
not.
test.
You can try a black.
Yep. That's why I've got this this car body. It's tests for everything depending on what I'm doing. An old NASCAR body. Yeah, I need to test that. Okay, let's spray it.
Hey, Seamus, how are you this evening?
Picked up a new kit today at Hobby Lobby. I hadn't seen this one before. I'm sure it's out there. Everybody's probably seen it, but it's pretty cool looking Roadrunner. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that shit.
Hang on, I'm painting something, so.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. It's not a hard to find kit. Like I said, I got it at Hobby Lobby, but it was pretty cool. It's the first time I'd seen it there.
If you go back on my channel and look it up, you will find out why I don't want to talk about that kit.
Okay. Don't tell me I bought a piece of junk.
No. Absolutely great kit. Bad builder.
That happens to me a lot. There's nothing wrong with the kit. I just ran out of talent.
Exactly. And I ran out of talent. Big. I ran out of talent so bad, I had to use it for parts.
Oh no, that's bad.
That's bad. Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, I painted it with Tamiya, and I was out of Tamiya clear, and I thought I would use Rust-Oleum clear over the Tamiya, and that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And once I did that, it etched the plastic, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not fixing it.
Well, getting that out.
No.
Nope. No getting that out.
It's still on my shelf. I'm still debating on there might be something I can do with it, but I doubt it. Glad I got it for 40% off like you did.
I did. I got it 40% off, saved $14. I bought some blades.
I picked up I went and picked up the 34 Ford truck and the 37 Ford truck. '37 is going to end up as the stroke race truck.
Nice.
And then 34, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm thinking kind of a rat rod type truck with it. But I might use the wrecker stuff. Here's it comes with the old wrecker bars on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I might put that into the '66 Chevy truck.
That would be cool. I looked at that kit today, and I had that one in the buggy, and I'm standing there looking at the '69 Boss 302 Mustang and the '67 Shelby, and I'm like, which one do I want worse? And I made the mistake of setting them back on the rack, and I only came out with the one. It's like, there, I got enough. I got plenty to work on.
How dare you say that in front of us?
I know, right? Well,
You
my
have
8
enough.
kits, my eight empty boxes that I got around here, I have to buy something, so I have more than just empty boxes.
Still call bullshit.
I also went and got just a cheap one from Amazon, but one of those trigger style airbrush guns, kind of like the Grex, one. But this one comes with a 0.8 needle, and that's the only reason I wanted it.
You like this one?
Probably.
Yeah, this is
This
is the gallery. This is the gallery 68. They call it the advanced level, but it's like $56 or $59 on the old interwebs. But I use the hell out of them, man. This is I got the 3/8 needle in here, and I got a 5 needle.
Sag good, whatever. Yeah, but it comes with a 0.3, 0.5, and a 0.8.
Oh, nice.
And I want the 0.8.
The Swallowtail I just picked up comes with a 2.8, a 5, and a 7. That one's a much nicer brush, though.
Yeah. I wanted it only. I only wanted it for the 0.8 needle. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, if it works, it works. Have y'all ever used that little? Sorry.
Go ahead.
The little battery pack air compressor thing. It's about this big, about that big around. It spray gunners got them. A friend of mine got one, and they work really, really well. He's an artist. He paints on canvas. He does models too, but it's neat because he can put his in his pocket or whatever, lay it right here if he's painting acrylics or whatever. It's just got a little 2-foot cord on it, and then the battery pack, and it only comes on whenever he squeezes the trigger of his gun. He can set the pressure and everything. Yeah. So I checked them out at Spray Gunner. They're not cheap, but they're not horrible, and it comes with a hairbrush. So I'm gonna get one of those.
Yeah.
But for something real small, you don't put the pressure.
I needed something that I could spray flake with, and flake won't. I've tried with the 0.5, and the flake won't go through it.
No, I need that.
I figured, well, 0.8. If it doesn't go through at 0.8, well, then I'm going to
go buy a jam gun. I was gonna say go down to the parts store to Harbor Freight and get you a jam gun. At that point, it'll go through there.
Yeah, well, I've got we touch up gun or whatever you want to call it, but it's got a 1.3 needle.
Oof, that's a big one.
If it don't go through that, then there's a freaking problem.
Right. I can't tell you the last time I paid this much attention to the directions on how to build a model kit, because I have no idea how this bike goes together. I mean, absolutely no idea. So it's like I got to find every piece on the sprue, and I haven't done that in forever. Talk about reality.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I did the same thing going, what the hell fucking part is this? And what the hell is that?
Right? What the fuck?
Well, you build so many cars or airplanes, you know the instructions backwards and forwards
you
for your own.
Figure you kind of know the direction you're going, and if you don't, you can almost find the stuff half asleep. But this stuff, not so much. Not for me, anyway.
Build the engine, chassis, suspension, interior, and put the body on. Done.
That's it. Boom. Pre-fit here and there when needed.
Yeah, the occasional
But-
time you'll find something that's like, okay, what the hell is this part? You rifle through the instructions. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, close the
Okay,
instructions,
that's where
throw it
that
back in
goes.
the
Yep,
box.
got it.
keep going. Yeah, keep right on going. I built my own freaking distributor today because I didn't like the one that came with the kit. So
Hell yeah. Nice job, Mark.
no, I just threw a chunk of aluminum into the freaking lathe and started freaking spinning, and away it went.
That's it.
Better than paying $10 at freaking detail master or something, you know.
Yeah, you're right. They get expensive. I mean, if you don't have the resources, then it's not so bad because if you try to
Yeah.
build one out of plastic and you count your time, it does save you time. But if you got the resources like that and you can make it real quick, hell yeah, that becomes part of the fun. You know what I mean? It becomes
And
not only is it a part of the kit, but you can say, I made that piece. That was a piece of aluminum when it started out, and I made that. So.
And if you buy it, read what you're buying. So I'm telling you.
Yeah, don't get the mag.
Yep.
You want to know how I know?
Bought the wrong thing.
More than one.
More than one. Yeah, that'll make you happy.
And fun fact, it's not all model related, but it is now. You ready? You see this glass? How much do you think this glass is worth?
Oh, I can only imagine.
Just guess.
$10, $8 a piece.
$75.
Okay. I thought I was getting 4. I paid $29. Guess how many I got?
1.
That's right.
3.
1. Yep. That's what I get.
Well, I got one for you.
I've got a whole.
It was
I've
50%
got a
off
whole
if you
wall.
ordered 4.
Yeah, I got a whole wall full of detail master, Pro Tech, freaking model car garage, freaking what's that? STS, ST Supply Company. That's that trucking stuff. You know, I got flocking, I got freaking you name it up here. Seat belts. I got stuff from Gopher. I got yep.
I got the Gopher stuff too, and I bought it before I actually got to use it and try it out, and it works. It's not bad stuff, but once I got the Detail Master, the ProTech stuff, the 3D printed buckles, I like them a lot better than the metal ones.
Well, I got these. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see them or not. I thought I was buying, the ones that are aluminum. I thought I was buying them, but I wasn't. I ended up getting these, which I could have made these.
Oh yeah, that's ProTech, ain't it? No, maybe
that's
not.
the way it came.
They're just the shrink wrap ones, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad.
They kind of look
It's my own fault for not reading.
They kind of look like the Gopher ones, but with shrink wrap on them.
Oh no, I thought I was getting aluminum
because the Gopher ones have that same shape at the end, right? Come on.
No, these are the first ones I bought. I've always made mine.
Yeah,
that's why I guess
but
I'm an idiot. Didn't read.
It looks like that one, but yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like yours has a what do you call it? The shrink wrap on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is shrink wrap. I could have made it.
Yeah, it's just the wires with shrink wrap around it. That's all it is. Yeah.
I don't know how well
and I just did a turned aluminum and stuff. I've got my own wire. A little piece of styrene to make the cap.
These Conacher ones are really nice. The problem with them is they are not cheap. They're really nice.
No,
That's the
I was looking at
Conacher
some of them.
distributor, and then here's the mag. They're really nice. Don't get me wrong, but you can get them with different colors, different caps, and whatnot. But they're like, I
Yeah.
want to say they're somewhere around $12 to $14 a piece. They're not cheap.
Yeah, that's
Well,
like what is that GM one I've got from Off the Sprue?
Yeah, he makes some good stuff too.
Yeah, this one here, it's full aluminum, no resin. Come on, focus in. There we go.
Oh yeah, okay.
But it's got like aluminum cap on the top of it. And it comes with the coil, the hoses and the boots and all that stuff. And it was only like what, about $9 Canadian.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy had Off the
But I've
Sprue,
got
he's
all
got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. I was gonna buy some stuff here the other day, and I'm like, shit, his page is down for maintenance, so I couldn't see nothing. It's like, oh well, next week maybe.
It's kind of like I'm planning on building one of them tribute builds for senior, and I was looking because I'm going to build a gasser truck. I don't know what yet. I'm thinking that unibody truck, and I got on the eBay to look at them, and I ended up buying a Prowler. Don't know how that happened.
PT Prowler.
Moral of the story: I should probably stay off eBay.
Yep.
Those Prowlers turn out pretty good.
Especially if it was late night.
Hey,
It was.
how's everyone doing?
Howdy. It was only $20. That's why it got bought.
Yeah, late night browsing ends up with a dent in the wallet.
Yeah, it's like drunk browsing. Don't ever do that.
Yep.
How do you think I got that glass?
Late night browsing.
Nope.
Drunk browsing.
Yep.
Well, that or you look at something like, you know what? I can do something with that one day.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I ended up with this kit from Hobby Lobby today is because there was that thing floating around on eBay or on Facebook about Michael's having $3 kits. So I'm like, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm going to ride down there. Well, my local Michael's is definitely getting rid of their models, but they're not selling them at $3 a piece. So
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm
No,
here.
that'd be
Hobby
wonderful.
Lobby's right next door, so I might as well go to Hobby Lobby and spend my money.
Well, like on this chassis, I think I got this off of Colts, and I purposely bought the 72 Chevy pickup just for this chassis for me to print it out, and I'm still tweaking on getting it to print right. I mean, I can get it to print right, but just to get it the way how I want it. So it's like I spent $30 on the model, and I haven't even started on it because between buying the air tanks, or not buying, but printing up the air tanks and the fuel cell and all that kind of stuff, and I'm still just hadn't started it. I haven't even been as far as even getting the grill and getting that printed up. So
Yeah, I had a friend.
Have you ever?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dirk.
now just quiet.
I had a friend contact me. He's like, "Would you build me a model?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I want to pay you." I'm like, "You do know there's much better people." He's like, "Yeah, but I want to pay you to build one." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well, how far do you want to go with it?" He said, "I want the best model you can build." And I'm like, "Bro, Do you realize I can buy enough shit to make it really cool, but it's $1,000 model kit at that point? Just
Now
saying.
we're not even going to talk about your labor.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not even,
Yeah. I mean, he's like, what do you mean? I was like, $20 adds up quick because I can put a motor, I can put a whole new frame on it. How far do you want to go with this? He's like, oh.
Well, it's like, you go by, let's say you go to Gravity Colors, Fire Scale, or, whoever you want to get your paint from, right? And you can spend $80 on paint. Well, if you ain't got that color, guess what you're doing? You're going to buy more paint. And it adds up quick because it nickel and dimes you. It adds up quick.
Especially here in Canada, when it's $60 and $70 for just the kit. You want to add aftermarket to that? Well, let's see. We'll say average $10 per photo etch piece. Right? You order 20 or 30 of them at $10 a piece. Then you got shipping to come across to Canada. So, and convert that to Canadian, not to mention, so you're already $400 just in photo etch, $80 in the kit, and you haven't even started yet. You haven't painted it. You haven't glued it. You haven't done nothing.
Real quick, everyone that's in chat, I don't know what it is with YouTube and StreamYard. Like when I got on here, I saw after a few seconds, I saw everyone that's on the actual camera, and then like my chat just now came up. So just want to say
I don't even have a chat.
I thought you was going to say you saw aliens.
Mine's lagging pretty bad too. Stuff we say now comes up 2 minutes from now.
Yeah, especially on the YouTube side, it lags really bad.
But I was having problems with my Mars 3, and I had two Mars 3. I ended up updating one to a Mars 3 Pro, which same thing. And I went along and I bought a cuff up a little bit more coin and got the Anycubic Photon what is it? M5S Pro. Yeah. And it's actually a nice unit. It's got a little more features that I wish my Mars 3 had, but the best thing about it is the build plate on it. It's literally, I use this, just loosely, but it's like twice the size. On the Ninja Turtle that I printed up, I would have to do like one piece at a time, whereas this thing here, I did like the whole base.
Clint. Hang on. Sorry, Marcy, I can only have 6 at a time.
That's fine. I'm gonna dip out, boss. Let her in. I'm gonna dip out.
You can have my spot. I'm just sitting here.
You sure?
I'll be on chat. Yeah, I'm out.
All right, thanks. Sorry, Clint.
No,
hey, Marcy.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Marcy. But
hey, Marcy.
It's actually, and I can do like the whole entire figure itself all and get everything all on the one plate. And it's like, only thing about it is that, well, no one really thinks about it, but if you got like a small needle airbrush and you go to a bigger one, so use up more product, this thing here will go through resin like nobody's business because I just crammed so much shit on the build plate.
Hey, Jamie. Yeah, that's why you pay attention to details. When you go to slice your file, it will tell you how much resin it's going to require.
Yeah, but I was like a kid in the candy store, and I was just.
I stayed with the Mars 2, the Mars Pro 2.
I have the M5S.
Yeah, you have the M5S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a nice unit. I mean, they actually where like right now I just kick back saying it is a residue detection. So I'm going to end up here cleaning out here in a second and getting it all cleaned up. But it does a wonderful job. I'm really more impressed with this one, more so than my Mars 3. I'm not going to talk bad about Elgu. I like them.
You need to learn the ins and outs of every printer. They're both so vastly different. It's unreal.
It is.
It's really
And
not a
this
fair
one-
comparison.
It is. And really, besides this one being the latest and greatest, however you want to say it, because I know the Mars 3 is, like anything electronic, it's more outdated.
It's outdated before it hits the deck. So
Yeah,
it really
but in
doesn't
all
matter.
honesty, it's still a good unit. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to talk bad about it because really, that's what I started learning with, and it's really, a nice little unit. It's just this Anycubic.
I have a Frozen Mini and 3 Anycubic printers, and I'm going to say I'm sticking with the Anycubic.
Yeah.
They've got some bugs they still need to work out that they really haven't worked out in the Pro either. But with the build capacity and the vat size, that's enough to keep me interested. And when you're in a hurry, speed resin, if you want to just put tabletop ready stuff out, it's perfect for.
Well, and that's what I was looking up a couple reviews, and that's what one person said. I mean, really, for the price ranges that this M5S Pro and the Mars 3 is at, it's a production model. So, they're all going to have their quirks. They're all going to have their bugs and issues and whatnot. But, really, it's not much different than that of an airbrush. You can
right. With the
M5S
and the M5S Pro have one thing in common. They both splash resin. You'll think it's coming out from under the vat when it's going over the vat. Even when there's like tiny bit of resin, the build plate manages to splash it somehow. It makes a big bubble or something. I don't know. It has to do with humidity and static electricity, and there's some science in that shit. But as long as your temperature and humidity are consistent, you shouldn't have that problem.
Well, I was watching one guy because this is supposed to be a 14K, and they're like, anyone who says, it's a 14K, that's full of shit. It's really
not. It's close.
Yeah, it's
they
like
round it up.
Like 2/3 of it. He goes, puts out more than the 12K, but then again, the 12K is not really a 12K. So, but so it was really kind of interesting, but really, like I said, I enjoyed starting off with the Mars 3, and I'm really impressed with this little thing. So, well, I shouldn't say little, it's actually bigger, but you get the point. Oh, Jesus. So,
no, but I'm similar in power.
Yeah. And I went along and went to the GoFundMe thing for Terry. I saw that, but I got on here. I got on when I saw the pop up from Brian, I believe, and my daughter, my oldest, my ex, called me the morning, the day before, and told me that apparently my daughter has been bullied. And I was like, okay, for how long? She goes, well, according to Jeanette, it's been going on for several months. And I was like, well, why am I just now hearing about this? And what it is, I think she tells her mom one thing, she tells her stepdad one thing, she tells me something, tells, my girlfriend another thing. So we all think it's like different people or different incidents, but it's all like.
I think you need to go and speak to the people at school.
We did. They're going to do a bully investigation, but the thing about it is that my ex called me up because this is all, this is a couple of towns over, and she called me up. She goes, "Hey, I'm about to go into the school. Do you want to be on the phone?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Because what it is, what has my attention, I don't like bullying, period. That's what caused my niece to, to end herself, as people are saying now. But that was the
I
issue.
know someone who did that.
Well, that was the
Couple
issue my
someone
daughter was
actually.
facing. Because I got on the phone with her and she told me she wanted to hug a knife. And I was like, you want to what? She goes, I want to hug a knife. I was like, hug a knife? And then I hear my ex in the background saying that she wants to stab herself. And I'm like, I have never heard anyone put it into context like that. Especially from
No, the reason that she's saying it that way is because something similar has been said to her as a threat.
Right. And that's what.
If the adults in her life are not dealing with it, i.e., the school,
well,
guys,
I went along and talked to the principal and the assistant principal, and I maintained my composure, but the dad side of me still came out. But so, now she was in the facility. Now she's coming home tomorrow. And so it's just like, I got on here and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take away from this. I'm not. I gotta.
How old is she?
8.
Put her in self-defense classes. Build her confidence. Teach her that she's better than that person because she is.
I told the assistant principal, like, well, we don't condone violence in here. I was like, y'all might not, but I ain't gonna be upset with my little baby girl if she whoops someone's ass for putting her hands on her. I'm not gonna get mad.
I'm here to tell you, I had a similar incident around about the same age, and I had to wear a whistle to walk away and ignore those people. But it got to a point of where it festered, and when I got into junior high and high school, and one bitch looked at me the wrong way, and it was on like Donkey Kong. I never gotten caught doing anything. Never gotten caught doing anything. So I never got in trouble on record. Okay. I took this bitch and I mopped the floor with her. It took 2 grown ass men to peel me off of her. And one of them was my gym teacher who got kicked in the junk in the process. And I don't remember doing it. Okay, that's the bad part. I don't remember doing it, but I remember what everybody told me I did. I got 15 days suspension, board of review hearing, and a trip to the psychiatrist because nobody would listen to me when I finally did tell them that I was tired of being harassed.
Well,
and your child does not need to go through that or worse, the way they treat kids these days.
And I told my ex, I was like, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go get a sock. I want you to put a couple of rocks in it, tie it up, and then I want you to put that in their backpack. So, because what it was is that before the incident went down, because she went to the counselor and my ex got a phone call from the school and everything else. And she doesn't know who because it happened from behind. Someone went along and pushed her down the hill, and apparently there's
somebody saw it. Okay,
and that's what I say, because when they're talking to the teacher, like, well, she's like, well, I'm not sure. I'm like, chick, you saying I'm not sure, it's leaving a chance that you might have seen something you just don't remember, or you're just not putting it together. But I mean, it's just, and I told the principal, and I called my mom, and I told her I was a wreck at work, and I told her, I was like, I'm not burying another kid. I can't bury another kid. I can't. So, but happy note, changing up. She will be coming home tomorrow, and she'll spring breaks next week. So we're getting her Friday. She's going to be here all week.
Yeah, you need to find a martial arts school that teaches younger students. She will learn confidence and discipline and how to protect herself if need be. Martial arts is not an act of violence. It is an act of self-defense when needed. They teach
Yeah,
you
when I
to
went in,
avoid the bad situations, but they also teach you how to deal with them if you have to.
yeah, when I went into martial arts, I like what a guy said to me. It teaches you how not to fight, and it took me a while to understand what he meant.
That's
Wax
kind
on.
of it. Yeah,
Wax on.
literally, like straight up, literally. That is exactly what it is, and it
So,
will build her self-confidence, and it's a good physical workout.
but like I said, you know,
She needs
and
something to focus somewhere.
me and her mother were talking about that, and because her husband now is ex-military and all that.
No, she doesn't need that mindset. That's
No,
that's an unhealthy mindset for a child. No,
and my
she
ex
needs
was like, well,
discipline.
right, and my ex was like, well, you know, you used to fight. I'm like, I'm not a Billy Badass. I was a dumbass kid back then. that's a totally different ball game. That's a totally different ball game.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with teaching her the good old-fashioned sucker punch either, because that's going to come in handy somewhere down the line. She'll need to pop somebody in the chops. But
well,
confidence builder and getting her mental health back in order is the most important thing right now.
and I told her I wanted to get, you know, going, you know, get started martial arts. So she's looking into that. And I asked the teacher, or the principal rather, excuse me, and I asked her, I was like, so when a child is bullied in school and it escalates to this point, excuse me, and you do your investigation, you determine that this child is bullying another child, what happens? Do you remove them from class? He goes, no, what is it? It's a keep away. And I was like, what's keep away? And I'm like, taking something. Well, what it is, it's basically it's like that of a restraining order. They can't talk.
So they basically don't do shit.
Yeah, they can't talk to them. You can't, you know, communicate of any kind. You can't get near them. You can't touch them. And rather, her or whoever else is doing it, you know, if either one breaks.
No, the person who is causing the problem never learns how to act properly. There's no punishment. There has to be consequences for the behavior for it.
And that's what I told him. I said, what are you teaching the kids? If you come up and like, so it's kind of like me saying,
we used to settle it in the fucking front yard. You either came out of it friends or not.
Yeah, like I told the principal, it's like, so basically it's like me coming up there and slapping you, and all of a sudden you're saying that, and you know, all of a sudden the police comes over and says you can't touch her or look at her or talk to her again.
Yeah.
Okay. I still slap the shit out of you. It's like, okay.
And I'm gonna do it again because I didn't get punished for it.
But I was laughing at this school because it's like, you gotta be shitting me. You gotta be. This is nothing like how I remember when I was.
They're not teaching the kids anything. They haven't been teaching them anything in over 20 years. Okay, my youngest is about to be 25 come August, and trust me, they learn more at home than they ever learned at school.
Well, like I remember when my mom, and I told my daughter this, and I told the principal I was going to tell her, and I like to keep my word, was when I moved from Baltimore to Louisiana. I was a little bit younger than my youngest now, and starting first grade, and I asked my mother, I was like, well, Mama, what if no one here likes me? And she told me, she goes, well, boy, you ain't there to make friends. You're there to get an education.
Exactly.
And I was like, okay, but Mama, what if someone wants to hurt me? She goes, well, there's two rules in this family. You don't start a fight. If I find out you started a fight, I'm going to finish it when you get home.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you're going to fight, you are never to come home and embarrass me by telling me you lost.
That's fair.
And I was like, and I remember I went to my dad because he's the one who took me to school, and I told him what my mom said. And he goes, well, just listen to your mother, boy. So I told my daughter, and I told her, I told her the other day.
Don't start it. Just make sure you finish it.
Yeah, I told her the other day. I said, "Look, baby girl, I'm gonna tell you what my mom used to tell me, told me a long time ago when I was younger than you, when they came to fighting. You don't start it, because if you start it and I find out about it, I'm gonna finish it. However, I don't want you coming home and telling me you lost neither." And she was like, "Okay, Daddy." So, but anyhow, my ex's husband, I was telling him about the whole socks and everything, the whole rocks in the sock. He's like, "Y'all are just horrible." I'm like, "Hey, man, sometimes you got to go street." That's all I'm saying. But
No, nothing preemptive. No objects of violence in the backpack. Objects of violence can be picked up anywhere in a room. Chairs, books.
that's what a coworker of mine said too, because she said, because they're in Chicago, and she's black, and her son obviously is black, but he went to a predominant white school, and there's people making fun of him, you calling racial slurs and all that. And she told him, she goes, "Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to be mad if you got to go whoop someone's ass." And sure enough, the next day she got a phone call. He did just that. He picked up a chair and started wailing on the
I don't know how many times I picked my kids up from school for defending other children who couldn't defend themselves. And the school actually thought that I would punish my kid. I'm like, you're giving my kid a vacation for what he was taught to do. You do for people who cannot do for themselves.
Well, I told
I don't know how many times I brought Ryan home because he defended somebody else.
Well, I told Ashley, my ex, I told her, I was like, maybe you ought to just hold Jeanette back. And she goes, "No, I don't think that's a solution." I said, No, hear me out. Maybe we should hold her back so that way her younger sister can go to class with her.
No, that's what I said.
Oh.
I texted because, so we'll back up a little bit. There was a point where one of the little boys that was being ugly to her on the bus, flipping her the bird, calling her names. One day he stepped up to Jeanette and was being mean to her.
You're doing that to the oldest.
And then cute little Haley squares up to him and was like,
"You leave my sister alone." Yeah.
No, she comes up to a little 6-year-old.
The 6-year-old squared up to this 8-year-old boy and goes, "You're being a little bitch."
Ooh, ow.
I've never been so proud of my 6-year-old in my life. I was just so proud of her.
Gotta remind the 6-year-old we don't use those words at school or on the school bus, but yes.
In that instance, I don't know. She's defending her sister who's been tormented by this kid so many times that I'm good with that.
Yeah, but, the best way for a little girl to deal with a boy that's picking on them is slap the shit out of them, embarrass them, and then they leave you alone. I'm totally guilty of that.
Is that she's gonna slap the shit out of him. My worry is that she's gonna slap the shit out of him and he's gonna punch the shit out of her. But so I made the joke on text message. I was like, maybe we should hold Jeanette back to the same grade as Haley, and then Haley can just beat the crap out of everybody on her. But I said, I don't think it's a good idea to hold Jeanette back because my cousin was held back because her mom was piss poor and wasn't taking her to school enough. And she got picked on for being an older kid. And, they said things like she was stupid. And, that's why she had to be held back.
There's
not
only
good.
One reason to hold a child back. It is if they are academically not ready.
Right. I 100% agree with that. And my cousin wasn't. She had missed 75% of her second or third grade year, and they held her back. And I mean,
third grade is a big deal. That's pretty much where everything is just piled on literally in triplicate. If you're in a good school district, that's where the bulk of the knowledge actually finally starts getting thrown at you.
And Jeanette's a super smart kid because we're sitting there. She's in second grade. And we'll talk about stuff, and we're right now we're working on her days of the week. It's really fun on the drive home. It's about an hour and 15 minutes, and we'll do the days of the week. And I'll have her tell me, okay, it's 8:11. How much longer until 8:30? How much longer until 9 o'clock? And so I kind of, we kind of do stuff like that. But yeah, she's a quiet kid, and she's really sensitive, like I was. And so we're trying to
dangerous
her to let things just like people say something mean to you, just be like, okay, whatever, and like walk off.
Yeah. Until you can't walk off anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the interim, you need to actually go to county and state level with that school, because that's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Playing keep away. It does not teach that child that they're wrong. There's no punishment in that. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, and they're saying
the parent of that child needs to have their ass kicked.
Oh yeah, like I told him, I said I've never want to put hands on a kid so bad in my life.
Oh no, I want to put hands on that kid's mother, because that kid's mother is the reason.
Well, see, that's just it. There was a girl in my school. I was in orchestra, and she was in orchestra with us, and she was the meanest kid you'd ever heard. Never had a nice thing to say. We're at Disney World, okay? Yeah, the one in Florida. I think it's Disney World. The happiest place on freaking earth. And she's over there. My eyes, I'm going to get wrinkles. Like, she wasn't even like a preppy girl. She was an emo. She's like, I'm going to get wrinkles. I need to put cucumbers on my eyes. Bitch, you're at Disney World. Shut up. So she was always complaining. And if I had to have a nemesis in high school, it was her. So her mom, though, the nicest woman on the planet. I mean, did everything she could for everybody. Very sweet, very soft spoken. I would die for that woman. I barely even knew her, and I was like, oh no, she needs to be protected at all costs. And here's the girl I was in an orchestra with, and here's her bitch daughter, just mean to everyone she possibly could be. And it was just. And I don't know if it was because her mom was just so nice.
Yeah, she was never told no. She was given everything she ever wanted. So
it's possible, but I don't think her mom did it to, like, some moms do it to spoil their child. Like, this is my little angel, and they're in denial about who their child is. And I just don't think this woman had it in her to be mean, to say no to anybody in a way. Like, she just didn't. It didn't feel like she had the ability to be mean. And I felt really sorry for her, because if she was my mom, I would have been as nice to her as humanly possible. But are we going downstairs? What's going on?
Yeah, you done working?
I'm done working.
So you can pay attention to me now?
Yes. So
yes, your other child needs you.
What's that?
Your other child needs you.
Yes, my biggest child needs me.
Yeah, I was checking the printer, and it has the residue detection, so I went along, got it all cleaned up. So I'll dry it up here before we go to bed and get some more stuff printed off.
Okay.
Don't handle that stuff with bare hands. Get some gloves on them paws. Seriously, no joke. That stuff's highly toxic. You need to be careful with it.
Well, speaking about bare hands, when the first night when all this was coming out or coming to light, it was me, my ex, her husband, and Marissa. We're all on the speakerphone, and so I told him, I said, you know what I wish? You got to talk about everything on this. I don't know. The past couple of days we've been on the phone with him for like 2 hours, 3 hours, or some shit. Like the other night was like 4 hours or some shit. But because my ex just really needs someone to talk to, which I can understand. She's mom. I can totally understand. I'm dad, and I'm like still kind of like in a trance. I'm kind of like on autopilot for most of the time. And because like I told her, I'm glad that she said something, because if she didn't, I mean, this could have gone. Well, I'll get there.
Okay.
But it could have gotten a lot worse. And I was telling him, so you know what I wish? I wish I could go to one of those wishing machines like you saw in Big. And before I can say anything else.
Yeah, the Zoltar machine.
The Voltar machine.
Voltar. That's what I kept saying. Altar. I kept saying Altar, Alizar. That's what it was.
No,
and all of a sudden I hear Michael, his husband, go, you want to put your 300-pound brain in a little 8-year-old girl? And I was like, man, I promise you, I'll cure that little girl's problems in that school day one. I promise you. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I just want to come in and say hi. I just want to share my condolences about Terry, and like I said, donated something for the family. What I could do. So anyway.
And our furry
thank you
baby
very
is
much
crying
for
at the
stopping
baby
by.
gate. What's that? I'm sorry.
I said thank you very much for stopping by.
Yeah, she was working, so I figured I might as well come hang out. I'm actually in the mood where I can talk. I was at work the other day, and I wasn't saying shit to nobody, which is unlike me. How you stopping? I'm a social butterfly.
I'm gonna go get our baby.
Go ahead.
Cry.
But I didn't want to talk to no one. I was in a bad state of mind. So anyway, all right.
I probably won't be on here much longer anyways either. Time to go spend some time with the wife.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Marcy, King Bob, y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Somebody needs to go to work for me. I don't want to go.
Just call in dead or something.
I called in dead last week. I can't do that again.
Yeah, I'm not coming in tonight. I'm dead.
I know, I kind of was like it's a death. Yeah. I sounded like it and I felt like it. So, yeah.
Well, the wife went to work today. She was supposed to do a double, do her HMR in the morning, and then cash closing manager in the afternoon. And the boss looked at her and said, "You look like hell. Go home." So she finished out her HMR, at 12 there, 8 to 12, and then, she came home. Otherwise, it would have been an 8 to 8 day. And she's been pretty much just sleeping.
Sometimes that's the best thing to do when you don't feel good.
Yeah. Dad just turned the air compressor off because I just lost pressure in my air hose here in the house. So he's probably going to bed. So no more airbrushing tonight.
You guys need separate lines if he can cut you off like that.
Well, normally it wouldn't be a problem because I could just bring out my mini air compressor, but the freaking drain caulk on the air separator, the water separator, the rubber seal is done, so I got to get a new rubber seal for it. But it's nice having that shop air. No rattle of a freaking air compressor in the house, no nothing.
Right. You couldn't put a split line on what you already got set up?
Well, it's just his room is in the shop. Right. His bed's in the shops, and that's where the air compressor is. So I start using it, it starts making all kinds of noise, and
oh yeah.
It'd be different if once his actual bedroom is done, because we're building a bedroom on the back of the shop for him.
Yeah.
So literally his bed is actually in the shop. He's got it tarped off with plastic right now and everything else. So every night he takes the air compressor and he blows off the bed because the dog gets up there with full of shavings and wood shavings and everything. So blows the sawdust off the dog and off the bed, and Oh, it's a full routine now. Dad grabs the air hose. The dog runs over and sits down beside the bed. Dad'll blow off
It's
the
like,
bed. Then you blow off. Yeah, the dog just sits there and he waits. You know, my turn, my turn, my turn. You know, and then he jumps up on the bed, and Dad'll do the little mat in front beside his bed. And then into bed they get. So, but I think I'm gonna call her a night too. It's been 3 hours, almost 3.5 hours on here. So now to go spend some time with the wife and let some paint dry and so I want to thank everybody for coming on and being out here.
Yeah, thanks for having
And of
us.
course, Curb probably just showed up. Yeah, hi folks.
He
Hope
did
everyone's
minutes
well. Yeah, he always shows up just as I'm gonna get off of here. So thanks, Boston and Bob, Mercy,
You're welcome.
Clint, and Jeff, Fred. Anybody else that who else did I miss? Yeah, they were all on here. Kevin Smith and Curb. Thank you very much, everybody, for stopping in. And you all have yourselves a great night. Look after yourselves. And we'll see you on what Bob's doing one tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow night, 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
6
tomorrow
o'clock
night.
Eastern. 6 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, so definitely check out Bob's, and we'll hopefully see you all there. So you all have yourselves a great night.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, y'all.